It's helpful to think about life like a game, but there's probably an aspect about games that you haven't thought about. And it's important to know this if you're going to play the game of life successfully. If you can plan out your life where you have distinct levels, benchmarks that you can meet, it's a lot easier to motivate yourself, and it's a lot easier to just accomplish the things that you want to. So this is how we don't play the game right in our lives. In a video game or any type of game, you have a character and your character dies and respawns. And you have a lot of times an infinite number of times where you can play a level, where you can try and beat the game. In our lives, we don't have this level of detachment. We are basically playing a game, and we can set it up like a game, but it's a game where we have one life. So what we need to do, if we do play this game in our life, is to detach ourselves from many specific goals. It sounds simple, and it is, but it's hard to actually live this way. I'll get into how you can do this and also why it is so important to detach from this roller coaster of emotions that our life takes us on. The problem with riding the roller coaster of life is that whenever you go up, you must inevitably come down. So it's fun when we succeed, when we reach our goals, and when we get to a state where we're extremely happy, but inevitably, you're going to lose that. You're going to come down. You're at the mercy of all these external forces. Being this way, it really impedes your consistent path to success. The bottom line is the joy you get from being successful doesn't last. Maybe it lasts a day. Maybe it lasts a couple minutes, but you quickly move on to the next goal, to the next thing you're worried about. In addition, when you do become successful, then a lot of times your focus switches to keeping that success, being worried about losing that success. You need to get off of this roller coaster if you're going to be truly happy, if you're going to be consistently happy. If you can do this, if you can be consistently happy, then your chances of success over the long run are much higher. To really get off this roller coaster, you have to internalize this statement. Success will not make you happy. And this is a hard pill to swallow for some, for a lot of us, because we're brainwashed into thinking that our accomplishments, the things that we want and desire, and the attainment of those is what is going to make us happy. But it's not true. And some of you might need to just turn off this video now, live your whole life, achieve the things you want to achieve, realize they don't actually make you happy, and then come back to this video. But if you believe me, if you know this already, we can move on. A good example of this is Jack Dorsey, the ex-CEO of Twitter. He has a net worth of $4 billion. He started one of the biggest companies in the world, yet he lives this minimalistic lifestyle. He goes on these Zen retreats. I don't know if he's found happiness, but it definitely seems like he's still searching for it, and that the achievement of his goals, probably his goals from when he was little, did not give him what he was desiring. The truth is, you're either happy now or you're not. What makes you unhappy is that you feel like you need to live up to some manufactured idea of what you should be, that you're not good enough right now. This is untrue. You can see this in children. Children are born happy. It's our birthright to be happy. We don't need to add anything more into our lives. Of course, you do things and it adds a level of pleasantness to your life, but you shouldn't be reliant on anything external to make you happy. Of course, you'll still get upset from time to time, but you have to see it as fleeting. It'll come and go. It's just part of the game. Don't get so attached to things not working out. Just let it pass and move on. So emotional detachment is the first step. Then you have to just work on being happy right now. Finally, if you understand the illusory nature of games and what they really are, this will then help you to really play the game well. There is a connection between the game of life and a lot of Eastern philosophy. A game that you would play like on a PlayStation is an illusion. It's just that it's an obvious illusion. It's an illusion that mimics real life, but it is set up in a game to entertain us. Life is very similar. It is an illusion as well, and it is here to entertain us in a certain way, but it's also here to teach us lessons. So yes, you can treat your life like a game, But in fact, your life is a game. They're both the same thing. They're both illusions. And mystics from around the world have said this for a long time, that everything around us is illusory. It's not real. If you can really understand this, this will help you move forward in this journey. This is how you can apply it to your everyday life. If you can see everything as an illusion, as something that doesn't matter so much, you can more easily detach from all the outcomes, all the mini games that you set up in your life. And this will help you achieve what you want to achieve, because you won't have the tendency to spiral downward when things don't work out. You won't have the tendency for your ego to get too big when things do work out. You're more observing everything playing out, but you're still in it. You're still in it to win the game. What really helps is that you see the world not only as an illusion, but as a mystery, that everything we perceive is not the end all and be all of what we know. So however you want to believe it, whatever your belief system is, it's important to realize that most likely this life isn't a one and done game. And I can't convince you of this right now in this little video, but I'm sure a lot of you have some type of belief like this, even if it's a form of agnosticism. When you can have some type of humility that we don't understand the system we're in, it will help you detach from the game, and it will help you play it even better. I know this idea will help you. Look at your life like a game, but don't be so attached to it. It's a game where there's a lot of chances to succeed. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.